Coming live from the command center of the jwsolarusa in Minnesota. Guys, the project is now completed. Believe it or not, we've done it again. So the batteries are all balanced, and you just saw the update how everything was charging before this video, and everything is sitting really good. So all we have to do now is put in our probes to check the voltage on this battery to make sure how much voltage are sitting on right now before we're gonna throw again the breaker to make sure that we charge them into the 24 volt configuration and changing the battery, the capacity or battery capacity, the total capacity. So right now they were 1200 amp hours, and we just changed them. Now it's going to change to 600 amp hours because we went from 12 volts, which is a 1200 amp hours, all parallel together, and the amperage goes up, the voltage stay down. So it's a vice versa. So we're now gonna go the other way, the reverse, which we wire them in series now. Each brick is a 12 volt, 12 volt. So each brick is 600 amp hours, 600 amp hours. So is a total of 17.088 kilowatt hours. So divide that by 2. Okay, if we decide to go, we divide that by 2, that will give you that total because it's 8 batteries, 8, 16, but 16, remember, is here, you're gonna see, it's not just a kilowatt, it's 1086 watt hours. So you see that, 75 amp hour each. So guys, this is what it is. And that gives us the total of 17.088 hours. Wired in series, now the amperage drop, we cut that in half. So it became 600 watt hours, no, 600 amp hours, and at 24 volt. Okay, so this is what it is. So I'm going to show you what I did, like I was telling you earlier, or from the past series. I have to flip one of the towers. That's what I did. This tower was here on the positive side here. So I have to get a red and black here now, and a red and a black here at the front. That gives us the series because they were in a parallel. Red here and red here. Well, it was black here, red and red at the front. So now we have red and black at the front. So doing so, I have to use the wire that came from the Nissan Leaf. So I gotta use the boot on it. So I use this bus bar, like look like a flange. They are here and tie right here and cover the boot. Make sure that the terminal is okay. Okay. Yep, the boot is right there, cover. And we came all the way to the wires in between and all the way here. It's another boot so that it can be exposed. So this other boot is here. So I just used the wire that came from the Nissan Leaf, and it works well. Works pretty well. So guys, this is what it is. We are now on the 24 volt configuration live here at the command center of the jwsolarusa. So we are now 24 volts officially, and what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take the probe and we're gonna set it, I mean the multimeter, and we're gonna set it, and we're gonna go about our business on testing the voltage right now on the 24 volt. So we set it right here. The interconnect is already here, so we don't have to worry about that. It's there. So we have to come to the front where that takes us to the disconnect and the bus bars to check our voltages. So our terminals are all tight, and we're gonna anchor this probe right there, and we're gonna have this positive probe to the positive side here. Okay, so let's turn the meter on. It reads 31.86 volt. All right, we cannot check amps because this meter doesn't have an amp. It's just it's not cooperated with the ammeter. It has only volt, hertz, and all the stuff. So guys, this is the voltage we're sitting at right now after I wire these twin towers, and we're sitting at 31.86 volt. All balance, all the amperage is the same, all the wattage is the same, and now we split it. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do a quick changeover like we did the last time. Cut this guy off and make sure we're back on business, and we're gonna disconnect the Ford Focus batteries. The Ford Focus batteries, disconnect them by throwing this switch off and turn this one on here. This switch is gonna go right here. Okay, that's my finger right here. It's gonna go on, and we're gonna throw this one off. Okay, go, flip this. So the changeover took place, and now we still maintain the inverter's running. So now the inverter, what I mean is running, stays on, but I kill the power. So if I would have decided to leave the Ford Focus battery, since they are charged as well, and I can just go about adding them together. But right now I don't want to add them because I want to run these Volkswagen batteries independently. I want to test the capacity of them. I want to see how far they can run. They see that here is reading at 32. On the Fluke meter it's reading at 31.86, something like that. So I don't know who's telling the truth here. But anyway, we are done. Oh, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna set up the capacity. So remember the Ford Focus were 200, I think so. Let's see, we'll find out soon. Okay, yep, it's 204, but we can only go 200 or less. It goes on tens. Okay, leave the efficiency in auto. So if we go like this, you will see it's gonna give us in tens. See, 20, 30. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna dial it up to 600. Now we are not shorted for anything. We take it up from 1,000 to 600 amp hours. Voila, it's in there now. Okay, we are set. That's all you gotta do. The parameters are still the same. Okay. It's still the same. All right, guys, this is what it is. So we're all set. We're just about to fire up the machine so that we can charge the batteries. From there, we are good to go. Like and subscribe. All right, so let's try and power up the breaker and see if we can bring any more juice at the 24-volt charge, since the 12-volt inverter is already charged. The batteries, let's see. It might be a little bit something, some can come in. I'm hoping so that we can get all these batteries all really pressurized, really well charged. I don't know if he's gonna do it. Like and subscribe. JW Solar USA Command Center in Minnesota.